Hello, everyone. Welcome. Good evening. I don't stream 2 days in a row usually, but I'm enjoying Fontaine, and I even played some Genshin earlier. Shh, shh. I don't know what I'm talking about. Huh, what a weird thing to say when it's definitely not true. Nothing interesting happened online earlier today, I guess. Anyway, we're going back to Fontaine. We're going to hang out with some cool people. It's going to be a good time. Maybe we'll beat up a cop or two. That would be lovely because, like, this place is really fashy. All right, let's go. I am exactly where we left off. These guys have been talking my ear off all night about crypto. It's incredible. They said there's no true ownership. All right. Wow. Hey, Catherine, how's it going?
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Catherine, I saw you yesterday, and I don't think I really saw you yesterday. We meet again, Catherine. Hello there. The pleasure is mine. I am Catherine, the receptionist of the Adventurers Guild. My job is to provide the adventurers with quests and intelligence support. May my services be of help to you, and may your journey in Fontaine be a memorable one.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
All right, Catherine. Are you also a clockwork puppet, Catherine? Ah, ah, I wonder. Do I appear like a masterpiece of the Fontaine Research Institute to some? Okay. So, let's just take a brief recap. I've learned to spray water. It's important. I've learned how to really swim. Like, super good swim. Like, not just kind of good swim, but I can swim like no one else. Bennett's accompanying us for reasons that will become obvious in a moment. I met the assistant to a great mage herself, a magician, I guess. Her name is Lynette. And then we met her brother, her no-good brother, the master magician himself, Linny. And absolutely nothing interesting happened earlier today. And related to that, I did learn how to use the fucking elevator, so I actually went up there and grabbed the goddamn map thing. There's a lot of French being spoken on the stream right now. All of those things were really polite, and it was all just in French. All right, we're here in Fontaine. And as they say in Fontaine, do as the fountain does. All right. So we actually, I think I'm going to get straight to the quest. Oh, actually, that's a bold-faced lie. Because you see, this boy who joined us, he's got like, okay, ignore that he's got a crap weapon. There's a reason for that. He's got like, no talent, and, importantly, is kind of having a little bit of trouble ascending. So we're going to try to see if we can, hire some assassins from Leeway to, take care of some shit for us. Hey, Leeway Assassins team? Yes, thank you. Deploy. Okay. If anyone's curious, yeah, Ganyu, Shenhe, absolutely from Leeway. And honestly, at this point, I feel like Kazuha's home is Leeway because of, like, reasons that happen in the story and that are really sad. And Saigonomiya is, auditioning to join the band in, that bases itself off the pirate ship, so she's just here to audition. She's thinking of getting into piracy, a thing that Beidou seems to need explained to her, because she doesn't seem to think it includes any crime.
Unleash! No touching!
Break.
As one with wind and cloud!
This is my first time fight. It's not my first time fighting the boss. This is the first time on stream fighting it alone, so
Okay.
it's kind of nervous making. I feel like I'm not generating as much energy as I usually do.
Lapis! Unleash!
The wind knows me.
Rest and
I
rebuild!
wonder if that means that there's somebody who used to have a more powerful energy regen that just isn't right now. Okay, buddy, you can't get away.
Obey!
What did I say? Looks like crabs for dinner. I'll replenish that. I've got one of these. Okay, is the conductor's top hat any good? It's crit rate. It has attack on it. Elemental mastery. It is an elemental mastery set. It does have that HP roll though. I'll hold on to it. I'll hold on to it. Okay. So you might have noticed that Lenny's in 2 different teams. This is actually a good Lenny team. It's set up. It's got all the right number of people. And they're all the pyros, and you've got Kazuha, who's just the nicest boy in the world. Bennett, you can be more like him. Unless you want to be more like Ningguang, do what you want. However, this is the canon group. We're traveling with Lynette, we're traveling with Lenny, we're traveling with Milady, the traveler herself, and then Paimon's become Bennett. Let's go. Poor Lynette when I switch to her, by the way. This poor girl is going to have a real rough time because I haven't leveled her at all. Not even a little bit. So it'll be pretty good, I think.
Nothing could make me happier than having your trust.
That makes it sound like you're going to rob me or something. Oh no, don't rob me. Did I say it? That didn't sound like I meant that. I don't think 103 is going to get me to 70. It did. Wow. Hey, check that out. Okay, so if we get into a real fight, obviously we're not going to bring him along, but in the meantime, we will definitely be building his special bow as soon as we... Not like the really special bow. I will never have a 5-star weapon, probably. Nice. But at least he has a pretty good free-to-play bow that you acquire somehow. Do not know how. No idea. Inside of this zone, so we'll do that. We'll get that. But let's go. We're supposed to go meet our friends. So let's track this and teleport over here. And let's look around. All right, our friends are over here. I mean, they're also like right here inside the group. But whatevs. I'm gonna like dash around as a shadow. Yeah.
Stefana!
It must be so weird to just have her pop out of nowhere and just like thrust a sword into space. The Fables de Fontaine, Volume 3. Oh hey, check that out. Our blacksmith's a lady named Estelle. Hello, Estelle. What can I help you with? Do you sell anything interesting? Hello. Oh, this is where you get the things. Well, what's that last currency? Condescence crystal found in the wild. Found in Elna's surface. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I'm gonna totally get... I want the boy's bow. I want this thing, the Song of Stillness. Give it to me. I would like that. Found near lakes and riverbanks. Pluie Lotus. Okay, I can look for those. And that's all still Condescence Crystal. Alright, well, we're gonna get Condescence Crystal someplace, I guess. Did that say... Wait, hold on. There was a whole second category? How do I... That's gotta be the normal shit, right? Yeah. Okay, that's the normal shit. Ma'am, there's one other thing I want to ask about. Because, did I, like, leave a bunch of crystals for you someplace? Yep. Gotta get me those level up gems. Make level up yours. What? Oh, right. There's only so many you can craft in a day. Alright, so, we continue. Are you going to attack me? I don't know why you would. I just, you know... Cops make me nervous, and you've made all of sharp points and tails, apparently. You kind of look like a grasshopper, bud, from certain angles. The butt, really. A thing you have, for some reason. Now, surely... Okay. I was like, surely I'm not going into a sewer to see my friends. Why would that happen? Ooh. Is it chapeau? Is that what it is in French? I can never remember. Chateau is a house. I think chapeau is a hat. Oh, look. Oh, it's not I thought it was Oliver. I thought we just had a little homeless scamp named Oliver. You know, he's got like his little company here, and they were gonna, you know, become grifters or something. Oh no. Who the fuck are you?
This is our current abode. Ah, Fremine, you're home. Where did everyone else go? I have some new friends that I would like to introduce.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
Hey kid, you doing all right there? You've got a mad beret.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped.
You know, the Traveler's reading the screen right now, and Father's in quotes.
Allow me to introduce you to my little brother.
Not in quotes.
He is a phenomenal diver.
Oh, okay, well, good for him.
Hello.
Okay, well, you sound kind of sad about it.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Oh, you sound very proud to have a diver as a brother, Linny.
What a talented family.
Linny, could you come here for a moment?
Would you like us to go away, because he's kind of already here?
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me?
He's got freckles, which is kind of cute. It's all right, you go ahead.
Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. We were just discussing a little housework. Sorry for the interruption.
Housework?
Before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
There's going to be a good gag where we just give that kid some coffee at some point, and it's like, no, he doesn't have trauma or anything. He's just really tired. Although in Genshin, I guess that can only be a girl's storyline, oddly enough. We'll find out.
Looks like rain.
Yeah, that happened quick.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
Yeah, we're all gonna drown and die? It's the whole thing?
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House.
Excuse me?
Don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
No, you fucker! You're- what?
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain.
God, I would love to have another dragon.
When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
Could that be could that Hydro Dragon be the elemental dragon of Fontaine?
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual. Let Paimon try something.
Oh no.
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
No effect. Resist, it says.
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or could at least play along.
Sorry, it might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers.
After some time, standing outside, the rain stops.
It rained for longer than I suspected. Oh, it's already getting late.
Was there something you needed to do, Linny?
Yeah, he was supposed to go to the Opera House, I think?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the last aqua bus of the day.
We could come with you, or we could snoop around your house.
On the day of the performance, just ride the aqua bus to the island of Aeneas. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
Sounds good. You go ahead, Linny.
Oh, are you leaving now?
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. You feel nervous delivering the materials for the magic pockets, is that it? Perhaps we could trouble the Traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the owner there?
I'm sorry, I'm from Texas. There's this place called Beaumont, and it just hadn't occurred to me that, of course, since it's French, it's pronounced real differently. But, you know, in Texas, we just call it Beaumont.
I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted, and the boss there tends to be pretty talkative. Fremine has always been a little afraid of her.
No trouble at all. Don't worry, we're on the case.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks. I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
Oh, no need. This will be a walk in the park for us.
Paimon would like you to cook. Alright. Actually, there's something I realize I need to double check. I don't think it's even remotely possible, but, you know, sometimes a girl's gotta try. Read mind!
See everything.
Yeah, it's only in Sumeru. Sad times. Cannon. Alright. Why on... I thought I did everything in here. Oh. Okay. Another way shrine. Go to the Beaumont workshop. Okay. I realized they said it the right way, but I'm doomed, you see? Something I found interesting, because I've only used Linny a little bit. He's a great lot of fun. But I can summon this hat anywhere. I don't have to hit an enemy, I just have to hit something. Oh, interesting. Oh no, that's killing me. Oh.
Hello? Is there anyone here?
Yeah, we just met, like, 5 minutes ago.
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
This implies that perhaps she gets propositioned often.
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making... what were they called again?
A magic pocket.
Ah, these must be for magic pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now. No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount.
Yeah, they're good kids.
But they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
That's not common for an orphanage. I guess we don't know that it's an orphanage yet.
Whoa. So, is Linny actually loaded?
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician in Fontaine.
Hey! Is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
I'm waiting for it to smash.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology, and wasting is a kind of crime.
Is it a literal crime? Because this fucking town.
But where does a big machine like that get its power from?
Also a good question, because there's some sort of sin.
Well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you.
Does it include oceanid slavery?
But basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's produced from trials.
What? Indemnitium? What the fuck?
Huh? How can trials produce energy? energy.
Well, they produce a great deal of suffering.
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself, but basically, when a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
So that's what its other function is? Paimon heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments. But Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines?
Well, Venti and Nahida both said that the gods rely on belief to obtain power.
Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
This is further evidence that she does not have her gnosis anymore.
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense. Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia.
That's a new mouse. In English, that just says new mouses. New mice.
It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
Buddy, in the language of theater, you've just shown up with gravelly voice and you're just a tyrant of some kind. Or, like, honestly, the only thing you could be is some sort of gang member. Confrérie of Cabrierie Enforcer. You know what? Making me read French a whole bunch of times is probably its own kind of entertaining. Alright.
You again! Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
You know, honestly, I could have been more wrong.
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no? 70%.
What if we gave you 100% in an ass-kicking, bud?
Huh? You...
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
No, neither of these are correct. No, you don't. You beat up these bad men.
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to debts, why don't you settle your own debts first?
My boy. My boy is here. Hello, boy. Welcome back.
If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
You're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
It's just business, bud.
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
Well, just like, I was gonna kill these men, but I'm much more interested in flirting with you.
We're surprised to see you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
Fontaine really is a curious place.
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring.
I can't help but notice that you've got a good vision there, bud. That wasn't in the trailer.
But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I mean, you're here. Trouble.
Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting.
No, shut up.
Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
I don't mind a little excitement every now and then.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh my god, you're trying to get beheaded, are you?
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
Don't run off.
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends? Listen to me, boy. If you want your mora, fine. Why don't you come and take it?
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said,
Hey! That's way over the line! Alright, boys! Let's see who has to pay up now!
Are we gonna get a lavish these 4 guys getting ended scene?
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients. You're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Go ahead, they're all yours.
Paimon's sure this won't take long.
Yeah! Yeah! It's me! Oh, and I've got a good bow. Hold on 1 second. Let's look at this bad boy. The Polar Star. Crit rate 33%, 608 base. And oh my god, it's like a little novel here. Elemental skill and elemental burst. Damage increased by 12% after a normal attack, charge attack, elemental skill, or elemental burst hits an opponent. 1 stack of Ashen Night Star will be gained for 12 seconds. When 1, 2, 3, or 4 stacks of Ashen Night Star are present, attack is increased by 10, 20, 30, 48%. The stack of Ashen Night Star is created by the normal attack, charge attack, elemental skill, or elemental burst will be counted independently of the others. Oh, so you're supposed to mix it up.
Yeah, brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Ha! It was me all along, Lenny!
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Got it? Huh?
Excuse me?
Now's my chance!
The fuck was that?
That was weird.
You feeling alright?
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
Well, you do also have a delusion, and it's real bad for you.
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
You'd better not use your delusion too often.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? I don't see its work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself.
Aw, you're going on a journey of growth. Or, you know, picking up people at the beach. One of the two. It's hard to say. It's a different kind of growth, I guess.
But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Oh, well, hey, bud. I don't know if they have them in your universe, but there are drugs for that.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
Oh my god, give me an alternate child who has some sort of deep power inside?
That is a possibility.
Do you have any idea where this power comes from?
I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss. It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk. She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
The fuck is this chosen one nonsense?
But what is it? What did you awaken?
Look, if you don't know what it is, we can't tell you what it is.
She never explained that. But my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss.
Oh? Tell me about your... Nobody wants to hear about your dreams.
In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
Well, you were also in the deepest depths of the sea.
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
Wild to get a lore explanation for the whale attack?
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to Paimon.
It's very possible that the power inside you is connected to your incident in the abyss.
So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss.
So in the chat, there's some discussion of fanfic going on because, well, this is a very fanfic-sounding storyline, which I consider kind of a compliment to the writing team, but maybe some people wouldn't. I'm very curious if Skirk would be the author insert character.
But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Oh.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Yeah, he's the ghost. Woo!
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
Is it to finish those men off?
What? More work for the Northland Bank?
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Official champion duelists? You mean it's their job to duel?
Yeah, I've got a lot of questions about all the people labeled duelist that I've seen.
Yep, in Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist.
Okay.
The champion duelists are all powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial. And the worst-case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens.
Oh. Apparently Skirk was mentioned before, if I actually read Child's backstory. I have a guest. Hop on up. Hop on up, babe. There you go. Oh, she's so cute.
Besides,
Soft and
none of the
furry.
champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently the one I'm meeting today, Clorinde, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
I think Clorinde is the lightning rod with the gun.
Well, that's Child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before.
When we met the Hydra Archon.
Before I forget, I want you to have this.
Excuse me?
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel. So, I think I'll be better off without it for now.
Dog, I hate to tell you this, but Don't use your delusion.
Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
Look, I've watched a lot of Gundam, and there's something in Gundam called the death flag. It's when you've just posted something to say, I'm gonna die in the next scene. Child, do you want to, like, mention... I mean, I guess you have mentioned your little brother and your little sister at home. Oh, God. You've done everything. Are you any number of days from your retirement or your birthday?
That sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon.
Gave us his vision. I don't think...
Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well walk around and see the city before Lenny's performance.
Under a Paimon's enthusiastic leadership, you walk around the court of Fontaine.
Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along!
It's rude to spoil the mystery for... Hey, don't blurt it out, Paimon.
Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Whew. Paimon never saw that twist coming. The murder mystery novels here are amazing!
Do you have any idea how long we were loitering here?
The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more, well, novel.
So my question is this a subsidiary of Yay Publishing House?
It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too.
I'm good.
Oh, sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next time.
No, I just don't like crime procedurals.
Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the Opera House to see Lenny's performance soon? It's almost time for the show to start, so we should get going. Lenny said that the Opera House is on Aranias, so let's go ride the Aquabus.
Sorry, first Lenny had to do that. I guess Lenny is not around anymore, but oh, hey. Music. Which way am I going? Looks like that way. I don't think this route's gonna get me there. I think this is gonna get me to the teleport point over here, and it's not helpful. Okay, well, for once I'm glad that I grabbed this teleport point. Yeah, it's trying to get me to go here. Now... Huh. Where's my fucking boat? Is that the nearest place I can summon the boat? Looks like. At least it's not underwater. But that's a pain. Oh, my boat is parked back there. Ugh. Ugh. But I'll take... I know what to do. I know what to do. I'm not going to start the world quest today, but I will do it. I will do it, and I'll read all the voices, and I'll do them all cute and stuff. It's the only way I know how to do cute voices. Correction. Wait, hold on. It's the only way I know how to do voices. Alright. Here we go. So you notice that we've got this, like, cross canal here, because this is, like, a fake super subway. I wonder how I'm supposed to get here. Oh, that's right. I can take the elevator, but why would I do that when I can fly? Nope, I want to investigate. Ah. Got it. Wait for an aquabus. Alright, we're gonna hear... are they called a Melusine? Is that what they're called? You, ma'am, what's your species called? Alright. It was Bennett who asked that. He's the only one who could be so gauche. See, that means left. How do you do? So, when does the... Immediately. Wow, off we go.
Hello, passengers. I am your tour guide for this trip, Alfan. We are now heading to Aranias. Many people are tried there, and sent to the fortress of Meripede. But passengers needn't worry. Life in the fortress of Meripede may be a good thing for certain groups of people.
What's that? No, ma'am. What the fuck?
The construction of Clockwork Mecha has no restrictions outside of patent law. Other than the Fontaine Research Institute, many private workshops are engaged in researching and building all kinds of Clockwork Mecha.
So I will be.
People will modify existing models, and other criminals will use Clockwork Mecha for theft, robbery, surveillance, and illegal exploration, among other activities. If you encounter such a situation, please report it to the nearest Maréchaussée personnel immediately.
So that is the Fontaine Research Institute. She has more than one monologue. Because I took this boat ride earlier today to pick some roses. Not kidding. And, she talked about...
Now arriving at Marcotte Station, where this journey ends.
She talked about the accident that became art.
Taking a commemorative photo of their aquabus journey are advised to do so at the court of Fontaine Station on the Clementine line. This is because the atmosphere there is much livelier. Plus, my diligent colleague Aval keeps her boat in a much cleaner, photo-ready condition.
Is this one dirty?
My Melusine hands struggle with holding cameras.
Aww. Aww, can I pat her little head? I'll take that as a no. Like, this is real pretty, folks. Like, my goodness. This is a lot. Who knows? I might... Okay, wait. Hold on. Enter. Yoink. Victory is mine. Am I gonna... Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, there's another one down there. Are there any things to... Ooh. Hello there, I'm here to steal eggs. Thank you. Cat Girl Theft Service. Ooh, she needs better wings. Excuse me. Alright, Lynette, what kind of wings do you want? I mean, obviously I bet the wings of Azure Wind would look really good with your outfit, and you are an Animo user. But does the white one look better? I think I'll give her Azure Wind. Azure Wind looks good. Alright. There we go. There we go. God, they're all gonna get killed because I've got such babies in this party. If they get murdered, Child will get revenge. Don't worry about it. Okay. Well, huh. This is interesting. Okay, I got a tutorial. Oh. Move? What? Oh. Oh, that one takes longer to get out there. Okay, okay.
Over here!
Hee hee hee!
Piece of cake.
Court of Justice's barrier. Oh, cool. We've got little barriers. Peach and mango. The tea ghost asked a question. It's so spooky to have a tea ghost. Okay. Oh. Aw, darn, I was curious if I could strafe. Okay. Well, that'll take some time to come back. Oh. Alright, alright, alright. Well, Oh. So that didn't count. No kidding. It never seemed to glow. Okay, that got it wet. Okay, well, there's no choice, folks. It's time to bring out the Dro. That's the name of that team, the Dro. Alright. Child, someday I will have good artifacts for you. Oh, is there a third one somewhere? Where are you at?
No time to lose.
Oh! I mean, that could be involved in this puzzle. Huh. I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to do this. How long do you stay, like, flooding? Okay, that made it, like, fill up enough. Oh, they don't stay on long at all.
Who's next?
Yeah, I don't think I can do that one yet. There's something I'm just not understanding. Oh, hello. Hold this.
Decree. Everyone hold hands.
Stand with me.
You're mine. Shouldn't let your guard down.
Wings of darkness. Come, sever night.
Wow, I sure am getting a lot of these guys.
Out of my way. Hey.
Oh. These guys are here to make this puzzle become solvable. Oh. Although, honestly...
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt. Bring it on.
Yeah. Okay, so I just brought them all over here and they...
We're talking.
Interesting. Okay, knowing that that's the solution kind of broadly there, what the fuck is the plan over here? Like, obviously I'm not supposed to train them over. That's insane. That's crazy town. Like, will they even come this far? No, no, they're starting to come back. Ow, jerk.
No time to lose.
Huh. Interesting.
Everyone hold hands. Our bond is strong.
Yeah, I bet they don't respawn once I fix that. Yeah, interesting. I'm gonna mark this. I'm gonna mark this because I'm gonna come back. Let's mark this with a little exclamation point. Come back, solve puzzle later. When I have brain. Actually, what I'll do is probably get Mona and Kokomi and maybe someone else together. Hey, bud.
Hey. Oz, revealed by you.
Huh. Oh, fuck. Stop it. Well, have a long cooldown, bud. Oh, wait, what's this? Dig. Investigate. Oh. Boo. Boo! Okay. Look. We're gonna get the girls together. Quick setup. Sure. I guess, actually. We'll bring Mona instead of you. Right?
This is how it must be.
Oh! Aha! Oh, hey, what? I don't have what I need to fight you well.
Who's next?
You know, you sure seem to be using your hydro, powers there, bud. Alright, alright. So now if I shoot you... It's gonna make it rain. Oh, of course. Of course. Gosh, what was I thinking? Thinking I could do that with mortal powers? No, I needed to tell the dragon a sad story. Now the dragon's crying like a wee little baby. I have this tea bag and I have nothing to do with it. This is a conundrum. I'll work on that later, I guess. Alright, let's get the cannon team back.
There's no way we'll be able to see the stars tonight in this weather. Unless I try making the stars appear anyway.
What? Thank you. T-Ghost has saved me once again. T-Ghost, your service is appreciated. You will be repaid with the smooches, the traditional currency of this household. Also Swedish kroner or Danish kroner. Both of those are acceptable payments too, I guess. But usually not in the house. Don't bring money into the house. I mean, oh my god, actually, no, you have to pay rent. But, you know. Don't bring money into the household. The family. Money ruins everything. That may sound like anti-capitalist, and don't worry, I am. But, capitalism didn't invent money. Thought for a minute you were Fremine. That'd be weird, but excuse me, hold on. Hello, dog. Would you like to chase a cat? Chase the cat. You're unimpressed, and I understand. Wow. So this is the opera house. Hello. I really should feed this boy a sandwich so that he's fully healed, but... Nah, I say. Oh, okay. A light novelist. A Gehara and a bard. No, I had important stuff to do. Hey, it's day.
This is fancy! The Opera Epiclese. What a place to hold a performance! No wonder Linny and Lynette were looking forward to it. Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Do any of them look like 5 stars?
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray.
You know, they commented earlier that they didn't respect her, but prayer really is... usually don't do that unless, like, you know, you do?
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
Ha ha ha, the travelers showed up. You don't get peaceful lives.
I guess if they're our kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Wow. Wow.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
Every now and then you just have to worship the fountain to be a couple.
Vache.
Ursäkta? Oh my god, the film grains pack.
What's wrong?
Vache.
Oh,
Vache.
did you just say something, Paimon? A rose I missed.
No, Paimon didn't say anything.
Whose voice was that just now?
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
Ah! Lynette! You scared Paimon! When did you get here?
Lenny asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Right.
By the way, Lynette, I realize this might sound weird, but I seemed to hear a faint voice just now. I was looking for somebody named Vache. Perhaps the Vash the Stampede?
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
It seemed as if the voice was coming from the fountain. Oh, it could be an Oceanid.
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you?
Look, we've killed...
Besides, it's
I
the
mean...
middle of the day.
We've defeated...
The time for eerie things.
Look, we have an Oceanid friend, and we have an Oceanid regular sparring partner.
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard.
Oh?
In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences.
It's because of her sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Leans forward. Do tell.
Wait, what? What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. When do you cry?
This is an advertisement for the game Umiyenko When They Cry. This game endorses it now. It's official.
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
I like the little nod of acknowledgement from the traveler there.
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
I'm not sure whether I buy it.
So, what did the voice say?
It seemed to be calling out someone's name.
Huh. If you were hearing their emotions, then Paimon wonders what happened to them.
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first.
But why?
Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So chatting with Linny might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
Oh, I can help him relax.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Let's go in and see Linny.
Yeah. Oh, wow. You're a little cutie. You're a little cutie. Oh my god. Right. But really, honestly, what the fuck is going on over here? Agihara? This section here, this bit here, it feels that much... I feel that more romantic elements need to be added here to allow the readers to experience the emotions within. Mr. Arnim, please allow me to remind you that adding romantic descriptions does not mean adding a few personal opinions, too many, to the text. We are here to draw inspiration from the cultural performances of other lands, not to mutate their stories with our own personal sentiments. What did I expect of a writer of deductive novels? Of course you know nothing of poetic beauty. A poem that has to be recited, whether romantic or ironic, must have pulse with an emotional rhythm. I have a feeling that you're simply avoiding the crux of the issue here. I'm gonna use crux. I'm gonna stop saying crew, even though, you know. Alright. If you cannot answer my questions directly, then at least don't add on whatever you please, whenever you please. Hyper-emotional. Excuse me. I didn't know there was a whole row of them over here. Nom 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 nom. Ascension materials. I realize you're a cop, but do you have to skip like that? Oh wait, where's the boy? Oh, the boy's probably inside. I mean, obviously he's right here, but we'll leave that alone. Look, what Lynette's gonna lead us there. Don't worry about it. It's a real shame you decided to become a cop. You're very cute. A reporter? Herbier? Herbier, probably? That doesn't sound right. What an herb. Hey, how are you? Take a guess. Will Monsieur Nouvelette preside over the next trial? Will Lady Farina make an appearance? Tell me about Nouvelette. Right, so he's our Chief Justice. No, thank you. I'll have it after. Right, so he's our Chief Justice, and the one who brought us Melunisses to the court of Fontaine to live. Oh, he's absolutely an Oceanid. He's always very busy with work and can only preside over some cases, and his subordinates at the Maison Ordalet handle the rest. But no matter how busy he is, he will still greet us when he sees us, just as he's done for several hundred years now. Oceanid. That's an Oceanid. Enter the opera house. That man's an Oceanid. Oh.
Ah, Traveler and Paimon. Good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
Yeah, for like hours.
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived.
What?
But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment, I'll fetch the tickets.
Do you have other friends? Ah, we're miming
The opera
chit-chat.
house has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Ooh, front row seats. Thanks, Lenny.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Lenny, could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Lenny.
You know, okay. So, the best seats in the house actually should be on the first balcony or instead of box seats. If this is an opera. So, I'm gonna go to the first balcony. It says down. Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh my god, it even has the Scales of Justice from Great Ace Attorney. Oh my god. You know, I was just watching The Beast, Gabriel Knight 2, The Beast Within, and wow, this is extremely just like, it's a very opera-heavy week. Hey, I wasn't there yet. I wasn't done. I was gonna talk about Jennifer, my favorite opera.
Come on, let's sit down.
That's probably not true. I like other operas. Jennifer just had the best set design I've ever seen, and so, like, it's really stuck with me. There was another man seated next to you? Wow, shell chairs. Yeah, do I have a favorite opera? Is my favorite opera Don Giovanni because it's so ridiculous? It might be. It might be. In high school, like, my final kind of pseudo-exam was actually translating an act of Don Giovanni from... Well, okay, so the funny thing is that somebody gave me a German copy of it, and then I did that as my translation, but I don't think it's in German originally, so I think I just Google translated the fuck out of that thing before Google Translate existed. Also, everyone, you may not know it, but I'm pretty old. Oh, hey, Nouvelette. I see that you have a fake vision. Brianna has pointed out that she's never seen an opera. I've seen like 4 or so live and then watched a few recordings. And I've listened to a lot of them. The Zauberflöte, the Magic Flute is also really good. I guess I just kind of like Mozart. Although, okay.
Hey, Traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still. It's kinda awkward if we don't say anything.
Paimon, it's only awkward because he's giving off like big horny energy. Well, you're up, Paimon.
You little... Of course you put this on Paimon.
You're my guide. What do you expect?
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry.
Wow, hi, voice. Well, how's it going? Okay.
I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
The bass on these headphones are too good.
Oh, so you heard all of that, did ya? Boy, you sure have good ears. Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down.
Yeah, you should go... Actually, you should leave Paimon. I can go investigate his ears a little closer.
Wait, that's not it. Paimon's... Sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So, let's talk, but, what should we talk about?
This is getting even more awkward.
Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Oh, well, that's sweet.
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny then? Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly forgot to make her introduction. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
Hi, maybe you've heard of us.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat. And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
I don't think you add kind of an R sound between Nit and Villette. I don't think that's right.
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Oh my god, he's gonna grade his performance.
Wait, Nervillet? Could he be...
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Nervillet is.
It's weird because it makes it sound almost Swedish because we've got the eh sound as well.
Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Does that say Udex or Ludex?
Ooh, sorry for being so rude just now. Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
Fucking look at him! Of course he is!
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really.
Could you repeat saying nearly every person? Because there was a good, roaring you did there.
And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to, there's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now. I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression.
Second, and she failed the first time too.
So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise she may become flustered.
Thigh?
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
Oh, Nuvalette, I like you more now. Even though you're also the sort of literal embodiment of fascism or something. Although, honestly, you're not in a uniform or anything kind of like a uniform, so kind of not. Oh well. Everything's complicated.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Yay! The show's finally about to start! Paimon can hardly wait! Paimon's never seen a real live magic show before!
This is also a trial, Paimon. No, wait, it's not. It's supposed to not be a trial. The crowds enter the venue and the curtains open for the show to begin.
Oh, they're dimming the lights! The show must be starting! Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny.
I saw those boots for a minute there. I thought it was, I thought that Lenny was talking and Tartaglia was coming out.
And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, you're on stage. I like your little, like, being kind of down on everything thing, but you're on stage, ma'am.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today.
Oh.
Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Okay, this brings up an interesting possibility. So, we haven't seen people hand off their visions very often, although in the last hour we sure have. But, when Raiden Shogun would take people's visions away, they would become, like, hyper sad. They would lose all of their ambition, they would lose a lot of their memories, they'd basically be, like, super fucked up. But I guess if you know that you're going to get it back, or if you have faith that you're going to get it back, like, it doesn't have that separation effect. Or, this magic show's going to go really fucked, but I bet they've rehearsed this.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Well, okay, I'll take that definition of magic at this time.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations.
Oh, a little wave. Bye.
I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye.
Oh.
A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless.
Hang on.
Huh?
Oh.
But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky.
That's me.
Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes. It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do.
Ooh.
Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
What? Yeah, that was ominous as fuck, and it didn't seem like she returned at exactly the right time. I would also say that I get very emotional when I see, like, shows or movies or things reproduce the water trap. I've done a very small amount of magicianing when I was quite young, and it has a kind of mythic... It killed Houdini, folks. It's a trap I'm always genuinely nervous even when a fucking cartoon brings it on stage.
Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
No wonder he's a famous musician. No wonder he's a famous musician. He's pretty good at magic, too.
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Guess you're right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing!
Thank you, everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here.
That is a huge goddamn stage. I don't think the Dallas Opera stage is that big.
The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen.
I love the cat.
I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all.
Oh, are you going to do something even bigger?
In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member.
Nouvellette! Nouvellette!
Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One is here and one is there in the aisle among the audience. I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap!
Are we literally gonna do the prestige now? Is that what's going on?
Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box.
Okay, so we're not doing the prestige.
Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow, how's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
Let's watch and see.
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector. It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate. Now then, let's begin. Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box.
Yeah, where's your other assistant? God,
I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible.
Like all the balloons.
You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box.
So this is how Child got to hell?
If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meropide.
Oh, okay.
All right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown?
I would like to add that, okay. That is exactly the thing you do not want to hear when you're running an improv show and you bring someone up from the audience. That is like literally like the, fuck, I see that we're just gonna do the show alone, huh?
Like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh! Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that!
With the whole crowd counting together, you couldn't even if you wanted to, but I'm sure Linny's prepared.
No,
My Linny.
That won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together.
Huh.
Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60! 59! 58!
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
There's a great show called The Vagina Monologues, and one of the monologues gets convinces the entire audience to chant cunt repeatedly, and I just suddenly remembered. It's very fun.
54, 53, 52?
You're going too fast.
Aren't you counting, Nervalette?
He's not in the box.
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
Oh, alright. You looked so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something. 40! 39! 38!
Mr. Linny, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic.
What?
It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, midair right above the audience.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
I think it's all part of the show.
What was that noise? Did you hear it too?
Maybe it was just to divert our attention.
Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
25! 24! 23! What's wrong, Mr. Linny? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
What's going on?
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
19! 18! 17!
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
10!
Almost there now. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Ta-da!
Whoa! Christ!
What happened? Is this part of the show? Mr. Lenny, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. the girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice!
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
After some time, the guards complete their investigation.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Powell, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience.
Oh no. It was a girl, and we've been disappearing girls.
And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before!
And to pull it off like this, in front of an audience including the Archon and Chief Justice.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly? I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linney, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
No, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not?
Yeah, but all those things, like, obviously are connected to the same, like... It would be honestly kind of hard for him to set this up.
Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right! How can Linny do this? He was in the box on the stage the entire time! We can even hear his voice!
Well, okay, that can be...
Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances! He couldn't possibly mean catching himself!
It's hard to believe all this happened during the show.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linney and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
Huh? I just think that he... Well, I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
God, she is such a fucking piece of shit.
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing.
I'm not a lawyer!
That's right. I mean you, Traveler. You'll support Linny, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
I trust Linny.
Then there's no problem at all. You know, the Traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met.
That's not true. You constantly lie, ma'am.
But with Linny's help, our little duel ended in a draw. But draws really are the most boring possible outcome. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
Owl is dead right there, ma'am.
It wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order. Well, traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend him in this case?
No, get a real lawyer! I mean, I guess, yes, I am. I can do anything. I'm the protagonist.
Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House.
Fuck off!
Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth.
We know both Kuki Shinobu and Yanfei, who are both very good lawyers. Hell, is there another lawyer? I mean, arguably, honestly, Morax would be a pretty good lawyer, too.
Linney and his troupe are all potential suspects, and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big-shot outlander can build in such a short amount of time. I'm really quite looking forward to hearing it.
Everyone is dismissed, and the audience begins to leave along with Fiorina and Nervalette. I'm doing my best. Linny!
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Yeah, that was fucking scary, pal.
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident like that?
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? And poor Cal. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
No.
Good to hear. Thank you so much for trusting me. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is confusion. I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not, and I don't know why poor Cal was in the box. As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did.
Buddy, I know it's gauche and all, but you really should tell us how the trick is supposed to work.
Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
Yeah, it's very strange, but there's no denying that it happened.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
Oh my god, where the fuck did you get those glasses?
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh?
With what money?
Don't worry, Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
I'm really impressed they heard me.
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
This is not the time to flirt, Lynette.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self. But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
Yes, thank you so much.
I won't let you down.
Yeah, just leave it to us.
God. Could you take this off?
Oh, since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Oh, well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
But?
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial.
Could you try that line again where you say weighed instead of weighted?
'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it.
Look, Bud, it's one trick.
But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it.
Okay, I will admit that one very good trick actually is like a thing you can build a whole show around. I still don't know how Magical Mystical Michael does the needle trick. I have just no idea.
We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating areas.
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is on the case!
Detective Paimon's about as effective as Detective Pikachu. Could you please take that off?
Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
Oh my god, you're still wearing them. We're Linny and Lynette's attorneys.
I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
I enjoy whirlpools.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see.
Cowell isn't... You're not going to take us to Cowell, are you?
The deceased is one of Linny's assistants, named Cowell. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowell inside it.
But why was Cowell inside?
This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
But he doesn't have a motive!
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys.
That's actually more the vendetta of your evil ruler, actually.
I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand. I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
That's not always true. Okay, well, okay, so snapshot memories, the kind of memory that you develop in moments like this, are notoriously unreliable and malleable for, like, both immediately and then especially over time. So, like, in some ways it's good that we're having the trial tomorrow, but honestly, people are pretty unreliable, my friend. Like, it as testimony, but as evidence, I wish you just said people can be very reliable, honestly. But that's not always true, is what I'll say, because I'm just unwilling to say that second sentence.
Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
Am I going to have some perhaps investigatory special powers now? You can use the case record to confirm your current evidence and clue collection situation and sort case-related information. You can check as yet undiscovered evidence and clues in the case record, then investigate the corresponding area to locate them. Use the perception skill to find evidence and clues that may be investigated within a certain radius around yourself. This will advance your overall progress. Guards investigation report. Does this scroll? It does. The investigation from the guards indicates the firework launched at the tail end of the magic performance set the rope dangling the water tank alight, causing the tank to fall and kill Cowell, who was within it. It seems evident that Linny is the likeliest user of the prop to commit the crime. However, the reason for the victim being Cowell and the reason for the chosen lady's disappearance remain mysteries. The deceased's identity. He's got NPC face number 1 and hair face. We're going with it. Number 3. The deceased was one of Linny's assistants, named Cowl. He was well trusted by his colleagues. His job was setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. Examine white line. Use the perception skill. Ba-ba! Oh, in a radius. Examine white line. This is where the magic box was struck. If Cowl weren't inside the box at that moment, he might have dodged the falling water tank. But he couldn't see it. Investigate the burned rope.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall.
God.
Looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks?
I completely forgot about the mask, and I literally jumped. So either Linny didn't realize this was a safety concern, or...
Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler?
I'm just looking at where the rope snapped.
Whoa. Look! This bit is made from different material! Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
It seems to be flammable, like a type of flash cotton, a thing that I know about, because I'm the Traveler.
So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it, then that means... Wait, why don't you write all this down? Let's take notes.
Special rope. This rope was used to suspend the water tank. It suddenly broke when the fireworks were being launched on stage. The investigation has shown that the location where the rope snapped was made of flammable material. Ah, I see that you too have stupid glasses.
Hello there. What are you investigating?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troupe members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
Could you tell us who she is?
Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself. Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show.
Interesting, I can open that during conversations. We're back.
The Magic Troupe members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troupe at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
That they're specifically not related to the magic case?
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
I like that he specified young women who are around the same age range, as though young didn't tell us at least a little bit.
Okay then.
Thanks for letting us know all this.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us.
Yeah, we will.
It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
Information about the missing lady's identity. Halsey is the missing person. She's a famous painter. She came to watch the magic show in order to take a break from her own creative work. She isn't known to have been entangled in any quarrels with any of the members of Linny's magic troupe. I have to know. Yep. Yeah, of course. Of course she's wearing the glasses even now. Why wouldn't she be? She loves them. None of you? Oh, what's this? Oh, wait, what's that? That is a lighting effect. Examine the damaged magic box. The broken magic box was left on the scene after the guards completed their investigation. Looking at it now, the water tank must have struck it really hard. They also clearly moved it, because when we saw it, that man's leg was sticking out. Oh, I was really hoping. Alright. Oh. Sorry, the hair, I just assumed. Alright.
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
Oh?
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector? There's something wrong with it?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Fuck you.
Linny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance. In other words, Linny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
That much checks out. Linny reserved our seats for us too.
Bet you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Linny.
Yeah, but we don't actually know that he rigged it. What's funny is that, like, the obvious person is Cowl to have rigged it.
Even though it's bad for Linny's case, Paimon had better write it down.
Random number selector. This device was used during Linny's magic performance to choose a lucky member of the audience. However, the guards have found that it will generate the exact same number, no matter what. Clearly, someone has tampered with it. Oh. How am I still at just one of 3? Let's go look at where the other box is. And scan. Ooh. Okay, magic box. Okay, come on. It looks like an ordinary box. My ass. But Linny somehow moved instantly from the stage, being inside of it. How did he do it? Elsador.
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too.
Are you with the Steambird?
If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, alright?
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it. It all started with that loud thud.
The thud? Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Linny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
Oh. Because bated breath is like abated. Look, I just not realized how it was spelled before.
That makes sense. So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Linny's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. Jumping atop the water tank, or something like that. And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
But wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
Then wouldn't the water tank have started to swing a bit in that case?
Oh, that's true. I suppose I must reconsider.
Am I going to get an evidence entry for thud?
That does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
Strange sound during the magic show. During the switching performance, there was an audible thump that many audience members heard. Yep. Anything else around here? Okay. I know that something else popped up over here, I think, when I was examining the box. Molly.
Lenny's still talking to the guards. It seems he'll have a lot of explaining to do. I think someone will be assigned to monitor us later, but that's alright.
Oh, that's not a clue. I'm just kind of curious right now. You can't use elemental sight. Oh, interesting. Yeah, we talked to him. Go back to the... Oh, of course I can't. I was gonna say I'm gonna use my double jump, but because Kazuha's not actually in the party right now. Okay, well I'm gonna feel really daft in a minute if I can't find where the last piece of evidence is. Honestly, I'm a little surprised that I don't have, like... What I want to do is, like, go up... Huh. I thought I had another one that showed up when I looked at the box. Can I go upstairs? Where's the edge of this quest area? I can go. Oh, what's this?
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Oh my god. Look at them.
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No? And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
That was a camera angle, folks.
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula?
Nope. Is it delicious?
From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it.
You're the Pinkertons?
And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president. Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
You know, they could just scroll up her whole body a few times. That could be the camera direction.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
Okay, Silver's a good name. I like it.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president. Melus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
She has a lot going on. She's also like the captain of a ship or something. Either way, her hips are very steerable.
No, no need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rosula anyway.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
So you want to investigate as well?
That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Really? We think so too! That's why we're looking for clues now. But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition.
Oh. So you're that character from Ace Attorney.
Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever. wasn't she? But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the Justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away. Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
Well, who would?
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
Well, when you put it like that...
All right, I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Wait a minute, did that answer count?
Well, I say it does. But don't worry, you won't hear any pointless questions from me. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
No!
Well?
Never!
And why would that be?
Doing so makes it easy for the truth to fall by the wayside.
See, Silver and Maloose? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, demoiselle. I too think that the traveler's response was most excellent. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact. And if that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite enough, Maloose. Anyway, I like your answer. You passed with flying colors. Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
Wait! Since when did we become assistants?
Oh, well, I can be the assistant, sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
You can be my companion?
That's more like it.
Seems like you've already agreed, then.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth.
Oh?
You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
For now. Do you, eat cigarettes?
You have a point. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister? And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
Also an anchor on his head. They've got to have a boat somewhere.
I have nothing to add.
Oh, alrighty then.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Linny's tricks. Thanks!
That wasn't evidence. But maybe that... Oh, okay. I thought for a moment that was Fiorina. Tristane! God, every last one of them's fucking adorable.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes. After the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection.
So not before that, then.
So the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
What about during the show?
I doubt there was much opportunity then, either.
How can you be so sure?
I mean, there was at least one full fucking minute, ma'am.
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time, I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We Melusines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here.
Well, maybe.
Alright, thank you for your help. This will be useful info.
Entrances and exits to the Opera House. No one left the Opera House during the magic show, and after the incident happened, only those who had their identities cleared by the guards could leave. Is that my final piece?
We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going.
Going fine.
Shall we? Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to see how magic is made.
What I need is a distraction. Bye. He was back this way.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Yeah, sure, I understand. You're a cop.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this?
She's incredibly extra.
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and will be helping investigate this whole situation. And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
We've got a cadre now?
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Yeah, I've been wondering about an underground exit.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
No, I investigated it earlier because I had the option to, so obviously there's nothing strange.
I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Okay.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back of the door isn't the same.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
There's another box inside this one.
Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
So Cowl presumably actually...
So there was a passageway under the magic box!
And becomes Cowl's job to move the girl, because they're going to be a little confused. And this passage linked the 2 boxes together.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Then what about your side of the trick?
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
That could have been Lynette in his costume.
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting!
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who.
Quoi? Qu'est-ce que c'est? What? Her ears are on top of her head. They're on top. You're not twins. Show me your tail. These others can go.
And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all worked! Wow, every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last!
I can tell a lot of thought was put into this.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime, so Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
That sounds like a threat.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
The magic trick. Well, folks, it's a lot of text today. Linny gave a detailed account of how the trick was supposed to work. By using a box inside a box. I put your box in a box. The idea was for the box containing the audience member to be transported across via a box tunnel underneath. And Linny himself would also use this box tunnel to get the box other side. Meanwhile, having changed her outfit, Box Lynette and her box assistants would take charge of the onstage box interactions. The magic box on stage has an additional layer in its rear, in which Lynette, in Linny's clothes, remained hidden. She would appear at the end of the magic trick and lead people to believe that Linny had been able to instantly move to the box on the other side. Good lord. The magic box at the center of the audience stands. The magic box at the center of the audience stands has 2 layers, and beneath it is an entrance to an underground tunnel. This is how the lucky audience member was meant to have been transported without the audience noticing. Search the underground passage for clues. Examine the control board. This should be the control device for the trolley. It seems to be able to operate automatically. It's the same kind as I saw in Inazuma. Examine the ladder. A ladder is required to a ladder is required in order to return to the magic box above.
What's this?
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Linny didn't mention this earlier.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
A rope that has fallen to the ground. A metal hook has been tied to one end of the rope. Its use is unclear. Investigate vase.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Thanks, Melis. I would never, ever have guessed the biggest danger available in this scene.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
Maybe it was for a trick?
Oh, Paimon knows! you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear?
Paimon, once again, actually, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Take those glasses off.
And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
Is this something that was placed in the way of the trolley to stop it?
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. I couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
Broken flower vase. There are many pieces of a broken flower vase on the one side of the tunnel. All of the water within has been spilled. Judging from the distance, it seems unlikely that it was knocked over by the trolley meant to transport the magic box. Now, it seems strange to, like, do a tripwire with that. Investigate clothing. Oh.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right?
Actually, I don't think that's the same outfit.
Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Lenny didn't mention the guest having a wardrobe change.
Right. And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them?
Did you put weird lenses in your glasses?
Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
Young lady's clothes. The clothes belonging to Halsey, the lady who went missing, were found in the tunnel. Reasons for this remains unknown. Sniffle. What's this? Examine tracks. High precision is required to complete this magic show, and the tracks are of perfect making. The trolley stay on its designated course. Look, it was close enough to what it actually said. Examine storage boxes. All kinds of props and costumes are haphazardly stuffed inside. Examine the trolley. The trolley is crucial for transporting the magic box to the other side. The culprit must have used this to execute their plan. Honestly. Oh. Boo. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh no, it's Faded Domain material! We're in a domain! Oh.
What is this place?
Looks like a vent.
It seems someone could fit through here.
Huh. Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, the space would be too narrow.
Yeah, okay, so what's the possibility that Halsey is the kidnapper, and that it's not a kidnapping?
But there are no other ways in or out of here.
Other than those that go through the magic boxes, and Linny and Lynette were in the magic boxes.
Oh, you're right! Let Paimon write that down.
Tunnel vent. The tunnel vent looks like it could allow one person passage, barely, but leaving along with the missing lady seems an unrealistic prospect.
Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes, let's head back up.
This is a very long session, folks. I hope you're excited to continue, because I don't know when I'm gonna stop. I was gonna, like, fight some monsters and shit. I don't think I've hit anything. Oh.
We've ascertained the state of the crime scene.
I did kill some guys as child, although they all got better. Child, you're losing your touch.
Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malouse returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement.
Okay.
The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnel's become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
It would seem so.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable.
You're not wrong.
No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
The Oratrice will too. The robot.
That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced.
Okay.
Statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice. To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. Not that this has ever happened anyway.
Fascinating.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference.
Okay.
Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Nice putting that in quotes, thanks. It's just like saying father.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? I thought Neuvillette called the shots.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment, which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice.
Yeah, that also doesn't exactly sound like coincidence, but...
Ah, yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
What? Wait, what?
Huh? Why?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case.
Oh, you've got a... Is that a Geovision on your back arm?
And even if that were not so,
It
could prove
is.
problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
What?
Whoa, there's no need for that. Paimon thinks they have a point. That said, are they providing food?
That lady, Navia, is a Geo user. That is a Geo Vision on her arm.
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
Now is not the time to be picky. As long as it's all made with slime, Paimon will be quite happy.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too.
Oh, I would love to eat your dessert.
I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
She has a point about both the tea and the sweets.
Just kidding. Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
Huh? Here? But how?
The opera has a concession stand?
Understood, mademoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna find out about the seventh or eighth element. Food. Foodomancy. As it turns out, just like Link,
You're carrying a portable stove with you?
everyone here can eat rocks, which is why we brought a Geovision.
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Silver, I love you now.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snacks soon enough.
I know nothing about Navia's abilities, but if she shoots Silver and Malus out as like some sort of weapon, I would be very happy. Or maybe she just hops up and rides on their shoulders as her burst attack, and so it shoots people from up there. Fuck if I know.
These three are quite the interesting group.
That must be a Spina di Rosula thing.
And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven. Oh, it's even better now.
So it'd be like a two-person piggyback. you would have, like, so she's sitting on one shoulder of one guy and then one shoulder of the other guy. And they would run forward and maybe they would go, choo-choo! And she would be, like, pulling out a gun or something and going, ba 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 ba. That would be her burst. Her elemental skill would probably be just, like, I don't know, shooting a fool with the gun once. I don't know. I didn't think about that part. I missed some narration that was like, everybody cooks some cool food. Those are like burger-sized candy.
From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking process.
Yeah, and Mrs. Potts is there in the middle. Yeah, I know, that looks great.
But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
That's not what Paimon meant, but okay.
Paimon was just thinking. Aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty, beating egg whites and baking like this?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks.
Ride horses vaguely explains your whole skirt situation, ma'am.
Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack.
Sorry, folks, I had to pause just because I did not expect this woman to talk about beating. The tea ghost has become inquisitive and thus paused instead of giving me chocolate. But I do want it, desperately. I'll just take one, thank you. Wonderful. The characters are having tea, I'm having tea. It's wonderful. Oh, yeah, actually, I should put that right there. It does need a little more time. Okay.
Anyway, give these a try. Fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
They're like hamburger-sized.
Only 3?
Paimon.
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite, strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit.
Is it Darjeeling? Why don't you take a break as well?
No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
All right then. Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber. However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm chewing, everyone. I'm sorry. So apart from the twins, we're left with 2 other people, the missing girl and the deceased. I'm getting increasingly convinced this missing girl is our baddie.
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel, resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction.
It's the discarding of the clothes that really doesn't fit there.
Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowell.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowell before making her escape?
But she had no way of knowing how the magic trick worked, which would actually mean that that was not intentional. That's just manslaughter.
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the Magic Troop's members.
But Cowl is new.
Were we not thorough enough in our search? From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing though, Navia. They smell great! They're nice and crisp and super sweet!
They are my specialty after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3, honest!
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
No, I don't want to say either of these things. It's fine. If you ate them, you ate them.
Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? How could you? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach!
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal. Maloose, set up the stove again if you would.
Huh? What are you doing?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
There's really no need to do that.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
Well, this really is your hobby, huh?
Navia does a second round of baking. However, the discussion that follows does not yield much product.
That's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area.
Okay.
I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the 2 of you think the case over again.
Well, there's clearly someone who stole the macaroons, who's in the room.
It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
Alright, thanks for your help, and for the snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Maloose, it's time to go.
I think they said you were also trapped here?
I'll be back if I find anything new.
Probability of a third person being involved. Neither Cowl nor Halsey have a motive. But after having talked to Navia, the likelihood of a third person being involved seems very low too.
Alright, it's time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial. Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare. Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation.
Wait, what did I do to get me more? Oh, right, I found those. Okay, I think I'm finally free from this. I think I will do the trial on tomorrow's stream. Oh my god, am I going to stream 3 whole days in a row? Yeah, because absolutely I am not going to keep streaming today. Well, not keep streaming stories, so... I'm going to check how much energy I have. I got 72. I don't want to put that to waste. So I think I'm going to take a real quick trip down to go meet this boss again. Oh. Cancel. Oh. Oh. But grinding... I'm really surprised y'all let me have my bow. The cops are not distracted by the cat. Wow! Hey, but oh yeah, actually, 1 second. I haven't looked at his attack. Oh, what? Fascinating. So I'm always really impressed with how they do the transitions into and out of their attacks. They have a surprisingly forgiving time for their abilities. They have unique, like, exit animations for every step. So the 4 stars don't get as much like love, but that's a very good exit animation. Anyway, I guess I'm not going to go and do more stuff outside. So I think I am still going to call it a night, and I guess we'll just resume right here tomorrow? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's gotta be it. Well, let me, where was Farina's seat, actually? Is there a way for me to get there? Because it looked like it was special. She must have just been in one of the box seats. But it looked like we were, like, pointing to her being, like, back here. I will, can I climb this? No, but I can stand on top of it if I'm very clever. If I bring Kazuha. Come on. Well, I guess I'll just die then. Okay, one second. It's too important. I'm gonna try to get a good pose for ending the stream, and sometimes that just means that you gotta do some inconvenient things. Alright.
Follow the wind.
Oh, Alright. I should make a fast button. This is the wrong boy. Alright. Alright. Well. Wow, can I zoom in further? I wish I could make him play like a specific animation. Save. I'm just gonna take another picture. This destructive scene. Could you play another idol, please? Pretty please?
I wonder what my dear sister Lynette is doing right now.
Alright.
Missing me to death, I'm sure.
Well, thank you all very much. That was a dumb, silly thing that I was doing right there. Sorry I got very quiet. I was concentrating. Anyway, thank you all, and I will see you, I'll see you again tomorrow.